Hi guys, I'm Karina.
I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Eric.
And welcome back to the Light Podcast. The law according to Eric. So this episode will air right before April Fool's. So to stay on theme, let's read some April Fool's pranks gone wrong. So, how are you excited about this one?
Kind of excited.
So I've scoured over Reddit and I've pulled stories off of Legal Advice, True Off My Chest, Am I the Asshole? And we even went as far as the Museum of Reddit. So to make sure we had, really good stories. So we're pulling from all of those subreddits today.
It should be good.
It should.
I know. So I want to let everybody know, again, like Karina mentioned the other day, we had a technical issue. So our regular episode, we put it out early. And then, unfortunately, but maybe fortunately, I was super busy this week with clients and cases. And so we have to record this late and post it late. So our apologies for that. But in the spirit of April Fools. So, you know how they say Valentine's Day is like the best day to propose, like everybody's already, you know what the worst day is?
April Fool's.
April Fool's Day.
It is, yeah. There's a story in here of that.
I believe.
There is a story in there of that.
That's fabulous.
Gets down on his knees.
Yeah.
April Fool's!
Yeah, no, that's almost the same thing that happened there. All right, well, my joke was April Fool's Day to me is just like a huge open mic night. Millions of people are going out of their way to demonstrate how unfunny they really are.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Sorry, wait.
Yeah, what is happening? There aren't any really good April Fool's pranks anymore.
At all.
Can I just say before we read the first one? I win again.
Oh, my God. All right. Let's go. Well, who needs a day for the fools if you're surrounded by them all day? All year.
Oh! There it is. You know what? If you would have said that 3 seconds ago, you might have won. But too late.
All right. The first one's very small. It's a very short one. This was just a question I saw. I wanted to throw it in there. It was off of Legal Advice.
Okay.
It says, got arrested today for having sex in my car. Didn't intend to. One thing just led to another. The park ranger was nice and non-judgmental. My court date is set for April 1st. What are the chances this is a joke and I don't have to show up?
Oh. See. Okay, well.
Probably should show up.
I would bet that it's not a joke.
Yeah.
Well, two things. First of all, clearly, park ranger wasn't that chill if he's got a court date, right? So he obviously caught a case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a 0% chance this is a joke. So.
Have you ever heard of that even happening? That they just give you a court date?
No.
No, right? No.
Because you don't get a court date verbally, right? They
write
don't
it
sit
down,
right.
yeah.
You get it in the mail on a formal, on an official form.
Right. Yeah. Wow, is that something that you would usually go to court for? Like, because
indecent exposure.
Sex in their cars?
No, but you could. Okay, hey, hold on.
Every teenager ever.
But if you get caught, that's the issue. Not if you don't.
That's right. And by the way, there could be more to it. I mean, it's a short, sort of funny thing, but indecent exposure. What if he's an adult? She wasn't.
Yeah.
You were right. Now, by the way, if that were the case, it wouldn't be a ticket.
Yeah.
To walk out.
He would have got arrested.
Let me just say this, because we don't have enough detail. If the park ranger said to him verbally, okay, pal, you need to be at this courthouse on this day and time, and there was no ticket, nothing written, maybe he's messing with him, but I don't think it's likely that a ranger or a police officer would just do that. Chances are, if he was written a ticket, it's probably a misdemeanor, maybe an infraction. Yep. Show up, pay the fine. You'll have 5 minutes of embarrassment in front of the judge. Be glad there's no photos, and just move on.
All right, next one. This is off of True Off My Chest. It's not like a prank, but it's a really bad April Fool's Day for him, so I wanted to read it to you.
Okay.
The title is, I Shit Myself at Applebee's. This happened not even 30 minutes ago. Me, 18 male, and my mom went to Applebee's for lunch. I saw they had an Applebee's exclusive Mountain Dew drink on the menu and decided to give it a try. It was called Dark Berry Bash. My stomach has never responded well to certain food dyes/colorings, and if I eat something with lots of dye or coloring in it, I shit that color for a week straight, and my stomach wages war on me. Sounds terrible, by the way. Anyway, I go against my better judgment and decide to get this drink. It was good, I will admit, but a few minutes into our meal, my stomach starts cramping. I knew what that meant, so I excused myself to the restroom. As soon as I get into the stall and I'm about to drop my pants, I fart and straight shit comes out and down my leg. I start to panic and sit down to finish. Meanwhile, I'm texting my mom to let her know. to let her know I just shipped myself and we should probably head home so I can clean up. Of course, with it being April Fool's Day, she thinks that I'm pranking her. And she responds to my text with, yeah, okay, happy April Fool's to you too. As I'm fighting for my life in the Applebee's toilet, I went to the car as my mom paid for the meal. She comes out and sees me standing by the car and says, oh my God, it's on your leg. I don't know if anyone heard, but I was so embarrassed. I got home and took a 30-minute shower, so I guess my body decided to prank me for April Fool's. Happy April Fool's to you too.
Oh, poor guy. Oh my God. That's so hard.
I know the mom probably really thought it was a prank and she just walks outside and is horrified to see this. And it's like, oh my God.
There's a saying, right, that at one time in life, we've all gambled on a fart and lost.
That's Josh's favorite thing.
I know.
Yeah.
Now, I have a really disturbing yet funny true Josh story, but I don't know if I can say. I may have to wait and ask him if we,
I think Josh needs to be our special guest.
Yeah, we would need, but I mean, listen, buddy, you took a shot, it missed.
Yeah,
right?
that was.
Oh man, you got to stay off that Mountain Dew. Sorry, I know it calls to you, but yeah, no more Mountain Dew.
The fact that he's like, my body pranked me for April Fool's. That's the worst prank your body could have done on you, honestly. Yeah. That's terrible. All right, well, next one. Am I the asshole for pranking a friend so effectively he had a panic attack? This is off the Am I the asshole one.
Okay.
So I'm 22 male, currently a senior, and this prank took place freshman year of college. Me and the roommate, we'll call him Bird, hit it off instantly. And
he has a college roommate named Bird.
Yep, he said that's what we'll call him.
No, I'm just flashing back to
your
our
Bird
story in college. Okay, wow.
Well, him and Bird became great friends.
Oh, well, okay. Me and Bird, had a separation from rat poison, but okay.
So at the end of the year, we decided to celebrate our friendship by wreaking havoc on our other friends with a slew of pranks around April Fool's Day. All of the pranks had gone well, and the last of the pranks, which turns out to be our crown jewel, took aim at our good friend G. A little background, G had been having sex with this girl and confided in us one night when he was drunk that the condom had slipped off of his dick and he was terrified he had gotten her pregnant. The strange part about this fear was that he didn't even manage to come from the sex, so there shouldn't be no worry for this. It turns out to be important later because he's very stupid. So as of our last prank of this week, we decided to use a throwaway number from Google Voice to give him a call from the pregnancy clinic. Bird made the call, and although I don't remember what was said, the conversation was something along the lines of, blank just got the results in and she's pregnant. She wanted us to give you a call and inform you that you are the father. Would you be willing to attend the appointments with her? No, all of this was said by Bird in a pretty good British accent to throw off the scent. Also note that this call was made on April Fool's Day. Much to our surprise, he bought it hook, line, and sinker. His tone became resolute and solemn and said that he would step up and become the father he was meant to be. We revealed our prank and we all had a great laugh. Later that night, G came into the dorm looking very down. He confides in us that we tapped into one of his greatest fears. At the time he received the call, he was in the dining hall and had a mini panic attack. He said everything began to spin and he blacked out, contemplating the call he would have to make to his mother and explain the situation. He ended up in the dining hall bathroom throwing up for a bit afterwards as well. He told us that he would have rather have been kicked in the balls. So am I the asshole for being so damn good at pranks?
Wow. I mean, there is a line with pranks. It's not that horrible. It's not like saying like someone died or
exactly.
But yeah, he probably should have figured it out on April Fool's.
Exactly. And if he didn't even come from the sex, how did he think that girl got pregnant? That's the biggest. You missed that part?
No, that doesn't mean anything.
That's true.
There's the pre.
That's true. That's true.
That. I mean, that's possible.
That's
still,
true.
But
it is possible. It's not likely.
Well, I think what made the prank so believable is a throwaway number that he doesn't recognize, and I actually have a very funny, to me, true story about using a throwaway number, kind of. So I'll share this with our
1.3.
1,300. Oh my God, that's amazing! Yeah. That's amazing, you guys. Oh, poor Josh.
I know it's coming up.
His ban from Facebook story is so good, but we'll get to that. 1,500, we'll get to that. But so. About 8 or 9 years ago, anybody that knows me knows that I am a avid poker player and it's a hobby of mine. And I really enjoy it. Mm-hmm. This is 8 or 9 years ago. I was working in my office. Our office at that time was in Woodland Hills. Right. And I just had a itch. I wanted to play poker that night. But, my ex used to give me a hard time about playing, especially in the middle of the week. And All right. And I just didn't want to deal with it. So I basically called it, look, I got a client coming late and it's a chapter 11 case. It's going to be it's complicated. I need to meet with him. He can only come after work. I'll be home like later. Mm-hmm. So I went to go play cards. All right. And I left a little bit early, like 3:30 or 4 o'clock, right? So about 6:30, my phone starts blowing up. It's the ex calling me. I go, okay. Now, I can't answer the phone in the casino because you're going to hear all the background noise, the chips shuffling, like all that stuff, okay? Like, fuck. So, and back then I used to smoke cigarettes, right? Tobacco. So I got up from the table, like, I'll be right back. I went outside the parking lot, like, walked all the way to the end of the parking lot. So it was like quiet. Called her back from my cell phone, right? And it's like she knew, right? Like I was, so what are you doing? I'm like, I just came down to have a cigarette and call you back because I'm with this client, you know? And okay, back. So finally she says to me, oh, okay, you know what? Do me a favor. When you're done with your cigarette, go back to your office, call me back from the office phone. I'm like, fuck. So now I start panicking. Like, what do I do?
Right.
I remember a friend of ours used to do these stupid pranks where he would call and would say like the White House or so there was an app that you could get to like spoof your number. Mm-hmm. So I quickly downloaded this app. I put in my office number.
Terrible.
Okay. Terrible. Called her back from the quiet corner of the parking lot, showing my office number. Uh-huh. She answered the phone like, see, are you satisfied? Okay, now I need to deal with, I'm here with a client. I got to go. Hung up. Went back.
Oh my
played
God.
Another couple hours.
You're terrible. You're
Came
terrible.
home and then I milked it. I gave her the fucking silent treatment. Okay. I like got into bed, like turned the shoulder, like fuck off. I didn't talk to her for like a day and a half. Finally, I'm like, you know, I'm working late, busting my ass, trying to provide a living.
You're terrible for that.
For you guys,
you kept going with
you know,
it. Oh my God.
And I'm working late, and this is what I have to deal with, and I gotta leave a client in the middle and go downstairs and call you back, and then come back. Are you kidding me? Anyway, to this day, I don't think she knows, and if she's a listener, I guess I just outed myself.
Well, she does now.
Well, I don't know if she listens or not, but we'll see. Well, maybe somebody.
I'm sure one of your kids will tell her.
Maybe, but anyway. So that's why when he's like, we use a throwaway phone number, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So yeah, that little app saved me.
Yep.
Is this podcast a confessional for you?
Well, in some ways it's sort of therapeutic, you know, I got to.
This is therapy for
yeah, you know, in some ways, right?
Our listeners know all your deepest, darkest secrets.
Oh, not all of them.
He spared us some of them.
I'm pretty sure some will remain, you know, but no, honestly, I just look at this point. Most of these stories are things that happened so long ago, you know, and a lot of it just has to do with what shapes me into me, you know, good, bad, or otherwise.
Exactly.
So, and yeah, there is a therapeutic aspect to kind of, you know, going through these memories and talking about them in a humorous sort of way. So,
exactly.
And thank you for bringing us down. You know,
we have HR in the building.
I know it's like getting all serious.
That's right.
God, damn.
All right. So, do you think he's asshole or not?
No, it's fucking hysterical. That's great.
All right.
The guy shouldn't hold a grudge that long.
So this one is off of.
And by the way, how fucking wet noodle is he that if fucking the condom falls off? I'm just saying that's like okay.
Exactly.
Oh, by the way, I had a friend that when I lived in my fraternity house, something like that happened to him.
Oh my God.
We were hanging out in like the living room area watching TV. He came out of his room and he was like proceeding to tell us like, oh my God, I pulled out and it was like still stuck in there.
Oh my God.
I know. And so the one guy who was really funny and awake, who of course was stoned out of his mind, just kind of looks at me and goes, fumble.
Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. So this next one is what would Eric do?
Wait, can we, before we go, by the way, and I don't mean this necessarily in a bad way, but how stank did she have to be for the guy to go soft in the middle and to where it falls off? I'm serious. I mean, there's a reason. That's
HR is looking at you. Like
I'm sorry, but that to me, that's a sign of a turnoff, right? Guys that are going like mid-stroke, they don't just get limp and the fucking condoms roll. Yeah. Unless, and I hate to say this, unless it's like a young little goofy white guy and he went and bought like Magnums.
Well, they were like freshmen.
Oh, well, no, but I mean, well, look, a college freshman is pretty much developed at that point.
That's true.
But I'm just saying, like, unless this guy was like, you know, like little, like, you know, like little pencil eraser and a couple of cherries.
Yeah.
And then he went and bought like the Magnum XLs. Like that's that's all I can think about.
Oh my God.
I'm going to obsess on this all day now.
Josh is going to hear this one before it airs.
Okay, I know. We're going to have to put it out really fast.
All right. Next one. So what would Eric do? Recently at work on April Fool's Day, a prank got a little out of hand and I'm looking for advice to protect myself. For background, I work in a manufacturing setting and a coworker, we will call him CW, involved has an office job at the same location. On April Fool's Day, CW brought a joke cupcake. I found out later there was a sign next to them in the break room warning people as such. Before I saw it, CW walks 2 cupcakes on a tray out to me on the manufacturing floor and only says, "There are more in the break room," with a note. There was tuna fish inside of these fucking cupcakes. He brought me one with and one without tuna, and I happened to bite into the one with tuna. Later, after CW left for the day, I went into his office and took all of his writing utensils and hid them. They never left the premises, and he got them back the next day. And I took his office chair and suspended it over the railing of the metal staircase with zip ties and tape. The chair was not damaged, and again, he got it back the next day. Everyone thought it was hilarious, no harm, just pranking him back. So yesterday, he and his boyfriend, who also works with us, confronted me about it, emphasizing how I stole his personal belongings and that he didn't get any work done in the morning because he didn't have any pens. I assume he got the chair down quickly because he didn't mention that. He just kept repeating how he bought those pens personally and missed out on 2 hours of work. Firstly, I couldn't have known those were his personal pens because our company provides them. And secondly, there are other offices with pens. I explained why I did it, and his boyfriend looked so surprised, so I guess that he left out the part that he had pranked us before. He seemed mystified that someone would retaliate to a prank. Today, he kept bringing it up, and I'm concerned that this will escalate to HR. Are there any legal ramifications of just moving his things around? And if he does escalate things, are there any legal ramifications of his actions with the tuna cupcake?
Is he seriously asking about legal ramifications for a tuna cupcake?
Yep. I mean, I'd be pissed. Imagine biting into a cupcake and it's fucking tuna inside of there. Like, I would be so pissed. I mean, not like going this far, but I would be pissed. Can you imagine, like, Joe brought cupcakes in and we bite into them and there's fucking tuna inside of them?
That would be upsetting. But how do you not smell it? I mean, tuna has a pretty strong odor. How do you not smell the tuna in the cupcake?
Yeah, that too.
This guy is gay?
The other one is the one who did the prank, yeah.
Well, I mean, hold on. Which one is the gay one? The guy that bit the tuna? Or
the one who put it in the tuna.
Yeah, the one who gave him the tuna cupcake.
Right, okay. I understand. Because I was going to make a comment. Because how would gay people know what tuna smells like?
Oh,
thank you.
God.
You know what? I am en fuego today.
For everyone asking, it's 8:30 in the morning, so this is Eric just off and ready.
There you go.
In the morning.
Look, I mean, are there ramifications? Probably on all of them. I mean, to be honest, I mean, if I guess it's, now, I mean, nothing was actually stolen. It was just removed or displaced.
Placed somewhere else. Exactly.
And so I almost think like that's a lighter prank than like injecting tuna into a fucking cupcake. But it's fucking hysterical. That's funny to me.
Imagine if I brought in cupcakes.
No, I can't because you know what would happen to you if you did that to me. But that's at least I told you these rules don't apply to me. Okay, but to everybody else it'd be fucking hysterical. Not to me.
Oh my god,
he would not take that well at all.
No. All right, next one then. This one was pretty funny to me. Am I the asshole for thinking a divorce announcement due to an affair was an April Fool's joke? So here it goes.
Well, only if it's not true, right?
No, it's true.
Then no. Why would you? All right, go ahead. We should hear the whole story.
Yesterday, I got a group text from my wife's side of the family stating that there was an emergency family meeting happening that night over dinner at my mother-in-law's, Barb's house. I immediately...
Oh, boy. She called in the big guns right away.
I immediately had April Fool's Spidey senses. I immediately had my April Fool's Spidey senses starting to tingle, but we hadn't all got together since Christmas, so I overlooked it and said my wife and I were in. We were the last to arrive, and it was pretty somber when we walked in. We all sat down at the table, and my wife's brother, Tim, informed the family that his wife, Ashley, had been having an affair, and they are divorcing.
Ashley had an affair. Okay.
The affair was with a longtime close family friend, Chris, who lives a block away. Chris's wife, Jen, had caught them when she had came home early one day last week and broke the news to my brother-in-law, Tim. Both families have been friends for years. They live less than a block away from each other, and they have each been married for over 15 years each. They have 4 kids right now around the same age as well. Honestly, I have always thought both of them were a picture perfect family. All 4 of them and their kids were all at the house 2 weeks ago for a barbecue. Anyways, after airing out a lot of dirty laundry and their plans to divorce, how it could affect future family functions, and opening it up to the group for any questions, there was silence. I broke the silence with laughter and a slow clap. saying this was the best April Fool's gag I've ever seen, but I wasn't falling for it.
Oh my God.
I told Ashley and especially Tim that they need to consider going in the theater. The performances were top notch and tears seemed genuine. Being the newest member of the family, my wife and I only got married 6 months ago. This probably was not the best thing to say in hindsight. I probably should have not said anything. Everyone in the room looked horrified. My mother-in-law, who had been crying this entire time, lost all her composure. She left the room in hysterics and did not return before we left. Tim just shook his head, and his cheating wife actually let out a brief chuckle before calling me out for being a dumbass for thinking this was a ruse, then berated me for being so insensitive. The rest of the family sat in silence, shaking their heads as my wife berated me for trying to make a joke out of a serious situation. In hindsight, I probably should have sat in silence, but I honestly still feel like I was calling out an April Fool's gag. Am I the asshole here?
Oh wow! Oh, this poor guy. Wait, when you initially said the title, I thought that it was a divorce announcement that was a prank. That's what I assumed. Yeah, that's what I had. I did not understand that this idiot guy thought it was a prank, but it wasn't.
Honestly, though, social media has made you believe anything that happens that day could be a prank. Like, honestly. Like,
So is this happened on April Fool's?
Yes,
this
it happened on April Fool's. That's why he was like, my own spice sensitive and I feel like it is going to be a prank.
Yeah.
Well, is the question, is he the asshole?
Yeah.
No. Honestly, I'd have thought that too at first. Now, like, when the tears start flowing, that's when maybe I would have exercised some better judgment. Right? But certainly I would have thought that at first. I mean,
but you wouldn't sit there and be like, you should go into theater. This is a great performance you just put on.
But you got to understand that I also, I tend to get more elaborate with my jokes.
Yeah.
Too. Like, I segue into them and
So you think they were doing the same thing?
And so that's kind of how I would do it. Like, I'd make it feel real at first. That's part of the gimmick of it, right? And then, okay, April Fool's. But having said all that, while you're reading and the guy's, describing the background of the family and friends, I had an epiphany.
What's your epiphany?
I'll tell you. I know how to solve all of this. All the families can stay intact. They should just do the swap things. The families are close anyway.
Oh
they all know each other. They're all friends.
Yeah.
If two of the spouses are fucking, just have the other two fuck.
Yeah.
And then everybody lives happily ever after.
Yeah.
That's it. No divorce, no loss of income. That's it. Just, and people get some strange every now and then.
Oh my God.
What? What?
It's just coming in heavy today with everything.
I do know of two couples where they literally ended up switching spouses. Like they broke up with each other, and then the two got together, and then the other two got together.
That's insane. That's actually insane.
It is.
You know what?
It is.
No,
it's very
not.
weird.
No, it's not. The heart wants what the heart wants.
It's weird. It's weird.
It's weird if, again, they've known each other for a long time and they're all friendly.
Yeah.
And it's like,
they like he said, they've been friends for years. Like they were just over. Like all the kids were just playing together at a barbecue 2 weeks ago.
That's it's kind of scandalous.
I can actually understand, like, if they seemed like a picture perfect family and it was April Fool's.
Yeah, that's what assumed. Both families seemed like picture perfect families.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would have thought it was an April Fool's joke too. I would have been like, you didn't get me. I didn't get got. But
wow.
Okay, next one. Am I the asshole for thinking my wife was lying about going into labor?
Oh God. Oh no.
So my wife and I.
The answer is yes. So it's just, there is no joke I can make that will in any way justify.
Okay, but hear him out. Hear him out.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Hear him out.
All right.
So my wife and I play very extreme pranks on each other, like next level awful. Like once my dad was in the hospital for cancer treatments and she was in the hospital area and she prank called me and told me he had died. I got to the hospital and they were both there laughing. It didn't upset or piss me off or anything, and it's actually my favorite remaining memory of him. But I'm just putting that story here to provide some context to our relationship and how extreme our jokes can be. So now you see like it's extreme, right? Okay. Well, on April Fool's Day this year, I was at home and my wife was out with her sister for the day. No big deal. She had been out for about an hour when I got a message from her saying her water had broken. That's funny, I thought. She's not due for another 5 weeks, but oh well. She's just joking. I put my phone down and continued to do my work. I saw one other message from her but thought she was still joking. I mean, it's April Fool's. 2 hours passed and it wasn't until my sister-in-law started calling that I decided to answer her. She then proceeded to scream at me as my wife was now in the hospital and about to have our first child. Well, regardless of it, whether she was joking or not, I jumped into the car and drove down. Well, she wasn't joking, and after a few long hours and a billion apologies to my wife, she said it was fine. She actually seemed to find it quite funny and said I inspired her for the next baby. But I should have known she wouldn't pick a day as obvious as April Fool's. My wife seemed fine with it, but my in-laws are now livid at me. I have received many messages, dirty looks, and snide comments from all of her family members. So am I the asshole here?
No, definitely not the asshole, but that's some pretty extreme pranking.
Yeah, his dad one, like telling him like, your dad's dead.
Yeah, I would think that crossed the line. But I also do understand, like, if you have a history like that, you would assume it was a joke on April Fool's.
Yeah,
so that's definitely not the asshole.
I mean, he didn't miss the birth. At least he got there.
Yeah, he would have felt really horrible if he missed the birth.
What are your? Because you're over there laughing. You look like you.
No, I mean, surprisingly, I agree with you guys. I think that if they have this history of these sort of over the top, far reaching pranks, it probably did not occur to him that, especially with a 5-week, period, or having it, an early birth, 5 weeks, look, over a month early is
exactly that too.
Yeah. So I could see where he would form that, belief.
If she could joke about his dad being dead,
that's what I'm saying. Like
it's kinda, he should.
Yeah. And I guess she kind of forgave him. Listen, not for nothing. Okay. But when women are that close to childbirth, they're fucking insane. Okay? Sorry. They lose all sense of rationality, all sense of reason. Okay. There is nothing you can say, or this is going out to all the men. Okay. All of our male listeners. There's absolutely nothing that you will ever be able to say or do that will get a close to end of term pregnant woman to not be volatile and crazy.
Yep.
I don't think
all of them. No, every fucking one. Yes, you were. You were too.
To be honest, I did better when I was pregnant than I do normally.
See? You see?
It was after I gave birth that the crazy started. Yeah.
Okay. Well, my point here is certain battles should just be ignored. You got to pick your battles, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. When you have a woman carrying your spawn for as long as they have to, and essentially just being an incubator and a feeding machine. Okay. With and the fucking gas is so bad.
Yeah.
When women are pregnant. Okay. And they know it. Okay. And they're embarrassed. And like nothing would get me in more trouble than when my ex was all gassy from pregnancy. And I'd be like, God damn.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Okay. Because people that know me know, like, I think fart humor is funny, right? Okay. Like, I laugh at that.
Right.
No, not with pregnancy. No, that's not the time to make fart jokes or anything.
No.
Just fucking take the hit. That's it. Guys, take the hit. Okay?
Yep.
That's it. Live to fight another day.
Yep.
All right? That's my general, but is he the asshole? No. I think it was reasonable for him to think, given their history and the circumstances and the timing, that this was a prank.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Next one. Am I the asshole for dropping out of my cousin's wedding party after a prank? My female 26 cousin, female 29, got engaged a few months ago and asked me to be a bridesmaid. I was so excited to be a bridesmaid as well. I was so excited to accept, and her sister, female 32, is the maid of honor, and there are 3 other bridesmaids. The date is set for April of next year. On April 1st of this year, she sent a PDF to the bridesmaids group chat that really made me angry. It was a list of wedding party responsibilities, rules, and regulations. It included a picture of the bridesmaid dresses that we'd be wearing. They were fucking hideous. And she told us that we'd have to pay $800 for him and that they only went up to size 8, so anyone bigger than that would have to lose weight before the wedding. That made me so angry because I wear a size 10, but also she's a fucking size 12, so she's even fatter than me. Other ridiculous things she added. 1, none of us were allowed to be tanner than her for the wedding, so she told us that none of us could spend significant time in the sun for the next year. 2, she wanted to have longer hair than all of her bridesmaids, so we would all have to cut our hair to our shoulders. 3, she wanted us to do a choreographed dance with all of us, so she wanted us to go to dance classes every Sunday for the next year.
So, I gotta ask for a timeout.
Okay.
You want to tell me a size 10 and a size 12 are going to start fucking line dancing at their wedding?
Yep.
These fucking dresses?
Yep.
Talk about fucking Stampede. Is this in Texas?
I don't know.
Isn't that big?
Oh, it's not?
That's not that big.
Well, I don't know women's sizes, but the way she's saying it, like,
I know.
She's fatter than that. I don't know. Those big? Like, what's big? It's size like 18?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah.
18's
18's pretty big. Yeah.
normal, you know?
Yeah.
If it were normal, she wouldn't talk about how fat they are over that. All right, for purposes of our story, let's just say it's like a 16 and an 18.
Okay.
All right, but go ahead.
Okay.
Keep going.
All right. And then 4, she said she wanted her bachelorette party to be in Paris and that all of us would need to chip in $3,000 each. There was more, but I was so angry that I stopped reading and muted the group chat for a few hours. I was so livid and hurt that I decided to drop out of the wedding party, but I didn't say anything right away. The next day, I checked the group chat again, and everyone else had been chatting about how funny the bride's prank was. Apparently, at the bottom of the PDF, it said April Fool's bitches, but I hadn't read that far because I was so mad. Everyone else thought it was hilarious, but it still really rubbed me the wrong way. I reached out to the bride to tell her how much this hurt my feelings, and she did apologize. But even though it's been almost 2 months, I'm still really angry. I decided this week that I no longer want to be a bridesmaid because of the mean-spirited prank, and I told my cousin this. Now she's really hurt and angry, and the maid of honor, other bridesmaids, and some of my family members are blowing up my phone saying that I'm overreacting to an innocent prank. But I believe that pranks are only funny if the recipient finds them funny, and I definitely don't. So, am I the asshole here?
I think she's a little oversensitive.
I think, yeah.
I mean, actually, that's a pretty funny prank.
I think it was hilarious. That's so funny.
Yeah, you're not saying someone died or got pregnant. That's funny.
It's hilarious. That's like if Eric told us we all had to show up here and like dressed up like we were going to court one day. That'd be hilarious because I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, she needs to get over herself.
Exactly. What are your thoughts?
I think that girl humor is so dumb.
You don't think this was funny?
I think it's stupid.
I thought it was funny.
No, I mean, I don't know how what's shocking is how the friend reading it didn't realize it was a prank right away. How long has she known this person? Right?
That's
I mean,
true.
to be a bridesmaid.
What's your cousin?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're fucking family. Okay? They're bridesmaids with her. Like, what? She didn't. And by the way, you can get mad all you want. Read it to the end.
Exactly. You didn't read it to the end.
Honestly, look, I think it's funny in that, you go, but that was so over the top. That's what I'm saying. How do you not know it's a joke?
People would have realized,
there are some really crazy brides.
No, you're right. Exactly. You're right. There are some psycho brides.
Crazy bride stories.
So Bridezilla is real.
Very real. Yeah. I saw this one that she made all her bridesmaids like dye their hair is like a certain color because she wanted them all to be in the same color hair, same like hair. It was ridiculous. Like I even saw one where she wanted all of her bridesmaids to wear the same lipstick, but she had like people of different races, so obviously it doesn't look the same. And she was mad that it didn't want to look the same on everyone. Brides are crazy. So this really could be true,
I'm just saying, true or not true, it just seems like it was so extreme. Maybe if she limited it to a few things like you all need to pitch in or something, maybe okay, but there were so many things that was clearly meant to be humorous.
Yeah.
It just wasn't very
Especially
funny.
like the size 8 thing. Like
no, that's what I mean. Yeah, it wasn't very funny, Yeah. So, haha, right. But that's
funny.
Yeah, of course, because women have humor that isn't as defined and evolved as men.
Sure.
Evolved. Yeah, y'all have fart humor.
Exactly.
Fart humor? What? Farts are funny. You never heard that? They are. Everybody thinks fart jokes are funny.
Okay. Next one. This is the one that I was talking about earlier. Am I the asshole for being upset when my boyfriend fake proposed to me?
Oh, yes. Yes. I mean, you are not. You're totally justified. I mean,
okay.
Let her hear the whole thing. Don't judge right away.
Necessary context. My boyfriend got his dream job across the country and asked me to move with him. My career and all my friends were in our hometown, so I was very nervous to leave. I told him that for me to drop my whole life and to move with him, I needed to make sure we were all on the same page in our levels of commitment.
Blackmail. It's blackmail. And by the way, what fucking career? The fucking Texas Roadhouse, waitressing? Come on.
Well, I don't know. But it's especially because I would be financially dependent on him until I finished graduate school.
Oh, graduate school. So her career hasn't actually started yet.
No.
Okay, so she ain't leaving shit behind.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
He agreed and convinced me that it was what he wanted. He even went a step further and said that he wanted us to eventually get married. That was enough for me, so I moved. Things have been going really well, but after around 4 months in, I asked him when he sees us getting married, ideally. Not that I was in a rush.
No, not at all. Just bring it up every couple of weeks, right? But go ahead.
I think it's important to be on the same page as your partner in terms of long-term wants. He totally avoided the question, which kind of concerned me, but I let it go because I don't really care that much either. Flies. But like most women, I'm sure I'm definitely dream of getting proposed to and married to someday to the one. A few days later, we went on a drive and ended up at this beautiful shoreline. We got out and it was gorgeous, sunset over the water. I made a comment about how romantic the scene was, and that's when he did it. He grabbed my hand, got down on one knee, and looked into my eyes. It seemed so real. I kind of yelped from the shock, and then he says, April Fools, and starts laughing his ass off. Like, tears in his eyes, laughing so hard. Meanwhile, I'm not laughing. I'm crushed. I'm so embarrassed. All I can squeak out is a, not funny. He's totally confused as to why I'm not laughing. So I tell him it felt like he was making a joke out of something that I felt really serious about. He does not understand why it upset me and has been bringing it up for days now, saying things like, you know that was funny, and starts laughing all over again. Am I the asshole for getting hurt and upset? Should I just lighten up about this?
No, you're definitely not the asshole, and he should not have done it. There are certain things you just don't joke about.
I thought it was funny.
Really?
Because she's so needy. Like, she's such a she fucking gut. She keeps fucking asking this shit. He basically was like, here, bitch, and then took it back.
But that's what makes it worse. Is he knew.
He did the farmer's insurance joke. No, almost at it.
Oh my God. Listen, this guy's my hero.
He's so funny for this. What? I thought this was hilarious. She kept nagging. Yes, she kept nagging him like, I'm like, marry me, marry me, marry me. I knew he regretted ever even saying like, one day I see marrying you. Like, he regrets that shit every day. Because she's nagging and nagging. And that's what she gets, honestly.
It's okay. Look,
I think it's pretty fucked up of it.
I think it's both. Okay, I'm sorry. It's a little fucked up, but I can't. I can't stop smiling.
The fact that he's still laughing.
I know that's what's funny. Like he
stood on it.
I know
like,
he self entertains like at a whole other level. Right? This guy is just shit kicking happy, like up and down. Okay, is it a little fucked up? Yeah, because he clearly knows how deep her feelings are about this and how.
Yeah.
And okay. But at the same time, let's not pretend like she gave up a 6-figure job at some prestigious firm or something. Yeah, she just went with her boy.
Exactly.
That's all. It. And by the way, if he's putting it to her right, she don't need to be, in marriage right now.
He's literally financially supporting her, and she's so scared that he's not going to marry her yet. Like, calm down. She sounds like she's fucking Utah. She said 4 months in, let's get married.
You know what? You're right. You know what, bitch? Get a job.
Exactly.
Okay. Make your own little bit of money.
Exactly.
Okay. And then
you are judgy.
I
really don't understand that would be upsetting. Like, especially if you really wanted to marry someone.
No, she doesn't even have a career yet. Why are you getting married?
No,
go get a career.
Graduate school. She'll probably eventually.
You guys are missing the bigger point here. You guys are missing the bigger point. Okay, what's she really going to do? She already fucking moved across the country. She already lives with the guy.
Exactly.
What's she going to do? Go home? No, just fucking just swallow your pride. Accept the fact that you're like a long-term booty call for right now. Then maybe it's going to get better. Yeah. Maybe, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. Right? Exactly. Just live in the moment.
That's why people get divorced so early on. Because why do you want to get married 4 months into moving in together?
No, that's not why.
That's not. But
I can tell you why. No, just kidding.
Oh my God!
I'm so fucking tired.
Me too.
I know. It's just I had the worst longest day yesterday with this fucking deposition. I hate depositions so much. It's the one area. I
heard you were sending TikTok. How were you listening to them?
I wasn't. They were on silent, but I saw if they were like cute dog ones or whatever, I could send them. Because you don't understand. Look, here's the dirty little depositions are a necessary evil,
right?
Okay, and they do have some value, especially if you're trying to like point out facts that are not in someone's favor or whatever. The problem is that so often, especially with attorneys and egos, these depositions turn into fucking like a circus.
Yeah.
So like this shouting back and forth and flexing, and everybody's citing rules that they don't really know. And everybody's trying to pretend they're smarter than they are. And in this particular case, I was only there representing a witness. Like I wasn't representing the plaintiff or the defendant.
Yep. You were just sitting in basically. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I just need to make sure he didn't incriminate himself or divulge privileged information. Yeah. Otherwise you can't really, object. You can just answer if you know the answer. Yeah. And these depositions would go so much faster if dickhead lawyers didn't stop and object incessantly every 3 fucking seconds over stupidity. And that was my day yesterday.
Yep.
Listening to these incessant fucking objections over and over that are meaningless, that don't stop a deposition, that the deponent still has to answer. Anyway, so I was so cranky yesterday when I got back. Plus, this is a particular client that's got like a big balance that hasn't paid. So any fucking way, I know I'm like wasting my time and not getting paid. I know. Oh God. Right. Could it be any worse? But yes, it could. because we didn't have fucking drinks or snacks or anything. And there's usually like bottles of water, right? We had to like go down to the lobby of the building, and like around the corner is like a little convenience mart behind the gym where they have the deposition in this building, and just to get like a water bottle. Right?
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, okay, fuck this. So maybe that helps people understand why I'm a little, it's early.
Yeah.
I'm tired. We were supposed to do this yesterday.
But because of the deposition, we couldn't, guys. It was,
And so here we go. And so now we're going to have to do double duty today later. So we wanted to get this one. I'm sorry. Yeah. Anyway, let's just keep going. Sorry.
All right, next one. Am I the asshole for banning my daughter from Easter over a prank? I, 49 female, have a daughter, Susan, 21 female, who was hospitalized for an extreme medical emergency late last month. Susan was there for 4 days. I visited every day until the last, which happened to be on April 1st. Her roommate and her other friends also visited. On the 1st, her roommate called me crying, saying that Susan's condition suddenly worsened and she passed on. In hindsight, I should have thought about something was up, but hearing that in the moment turned me into a sobbing wreck. About half an hour later, Susan and her roommate came into my house and shouted, "April Fools!" Turns out she was allowed to leave the hospital, and that's how she decided to tell me. I did not know it was possible to be so relieved and pissed at the same time. I called this joke horrible, screamed at her, and told her that she was not welcomed in my house for the foreseeable future. Apparently, Susan thought Easter would be an exception. I was hosting this year with a few relatives, and she came in. She still has a key, and I made her give it back, and once again told her to get the hell out of my house. And while she persisted about that, she was very stubborn about it, and she finally left crying. The rest of the gathering was understandably awkward. It's not like I'll never forgive her or that I'm going no contact or anything like that, but I'm just too hurt and angry to speak or look at her right now to have any sort of discussion about what happened. Wait, what? She tries to call and text me every day, but I ignore most of them. Our family is split between acknowledging that there are consequences for this, while several others say that I need to move on and just forgive her because she still hasn't fully recovered and needs my support. And after all, she was just having some fun. I get that, but I think she's getting plenty of support from other people right now for me to be a necessity. And if she wanted my support, she would not do something so damn cruel. She was always a bit of a jokester, but never like this. It really does not sit right with me at all and just let it all be bygones. But some relatives, including my parents, says that I should. I hope I can get some unbiased opinions on this. Please, to get me back to my family. Am I the asshole here?
Okay, first of all, I don't think it's cool to joke about death. I don't. It's messed up. Yeah. It's really fucked up.
Especially to your mom.
Yeah.
Like, imagine you gotta give from your kid to like a friend of your child saying like, "Oh, your kid passed on."
Yeah, it's not funny. It just in any realm, it's not funny. But at a certain point, if the person apologizes, you can't hold a grudge for the rest of your life. That's just, it doesn't do you any good.
Exactly. And it's your kid.
Right? Yeah, it's your kid. You gotta.
I mean, maybe she thought it would be funny, she was able to get out. I feel like she maybe should have been outside when she did this, so she immediately, as soon as the phone call ended, like April Fools, and not waited like 30 minutes to get to the house. I feel like that would have made it a little better. But even then, it was a little bad. But, I mean, I do think she should move on from it.
What's the question? Is
she the asshole for banning her from her house and Easter?
No, she's not. She's not the asshole. She is that crusty dingleberry inside the asshole. It's her fucking kid.
Yeah.
It's Easter. At some point, isn't that whole fucking thing about forgiveness and right? And, well, the Christianity gimmick, right? But the rise above or whatever.
Easter's when God supposedly resurrected.
Or whatever, right? It's like celebrate miracles and forgiveness and love and, get the fucking bunny eggs, whatever. It's not the point. It's your fucking kid.
It is.
Kids make bad choices at times. Kids exercise bad judgment. Okay? Kids exercise bad judgment at times. Part of being a parent is learning how to exhibit love and tolerance towards your children and those, because your kids are your kids.
Exactly.
I've always as a parent, parents may separate or divorce. You never divorce your children. Okay. Yeah. It was a mean, stupid thing. I doubt it was meant with malice.
Right.
I doubt it would, but taking the key back, kicking her out in front of everybody, that was with malice.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying
that was terrible.
She's not the asshole. She's that crusty dingleberry inside the asshole, right? She's the fucking ass cobwebs, right? That develop. I'm serious. Like, I don't know how anybody can do that to their child. Look, I've had moments where I've been angry or upset with my kids for choices they've made or decisions they made. Never in a million years would I tell them to give me their key back to our home, right? And send them away on a holiday, especially in front of people. Mm-hmm. That was meant to humiliate. Mm-hmm. That was meant to hurt. Fuck this lady. She shouldn't be a mother. Okay. I hope she genuinely does die. right? And I hope she does so painfully. Fuck her.
All right, and that's Eric's last words.
Nasty bitch.
Wow.
Those are my last words.
Nasty
you
bitch.
you filthy
spirit there.
you filthy
All right.
you fucking filthy cunt. Okay, you're that poor fucking kid. I'm just saying
No
that.
chocolate bunnies for you.
No,
lady.
it's not even about. Okay, first of all, by the way, those are bad. You know what? The best Easter candy is the Reese's peanut butter cup eggs.
Oh, yeah,
Those are the best.
My favorite are the little peeps. You know how they have them in like
Oh,
different
the
ones?
marshmallow
Yeah,
ones?
I love these.
Yeah,
They're
little
so cute.
marshmallow.
By the way,
I
isn't
love
it?
Easter candy. I do. I love it.
Isn't it just like us to go from like joking about death to fucking candy, right? Yeah. All right, let's move on from there. You know, goddamn, those marshmallows are good. Like, all right, well,
Okay.
yes, she is the asshole. She's the asshole's asshole.
Yep.
I can't say enough about this person. It's just, I mean, how angry do you have to stay?
Literally.
I mean, come
And she said
on.
that was a couple of weeks ago.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
Come,
They hold grudges.
Yeah.
I mean, come
Yeah.
on.
Like, let it go.
Mhm.
I
That's crazy.
don't even hold grudges that long. Well, maybe that depends on who.
Exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
that would be a funny episode, like grudges gone
Grudges?
wrong. Yeah, just like,
Yeah,
you know,
we
my
could do
asshole,
that.
you know, because why they're still holding the grudge for some people. I bet just like,
Mhm.
yeah, you're like, I could just see like some people like, you know, well, she took the last piece of fried chicken off my plate and she knew I wanted it.
Exactly.
It's all right.
People hold grudges people that don't even know they're like mad at them. So it's just shit, you know?
Aren't you talking to Daisy? No. Fuck that bitch. Why are you mad? I don't even know. She did something.
Just that I just can't remember. All right, next one.
All right.
So I didn't put the whole title because it would give away to the story, and I thought this one was funny. So I'm just gonna. This is Am I the Asshole? I'm not telling
All
you the
right,
title.
we're just gonna just read it off.
Yeah.
All right.
My wife and I have continuously had some issues over the last few years, which led to a trial of separation for 3 weeks last year. In this time, I really had no one to talk to, but I'm very close with her friend. We'll call her April, pun intended. So April and I did sort of hook up last year one night in the car. We didn't go too far. We just made out for a few minutes and stopped because we realized if we didn't, we would have had sex that day in the car. My wife does not know about this. She always tells me that she trusts me around April and knows us very well and trusts that we won't ever betray her. We both feel like shit for doing it. We haven't so much as even touched each other properly since, which is weird because the three of us usually go dancing together a lot and I dance a lot with April.
They only dance, the three of them.
Apparently, but
Right.
you know, separately they were doing different things. After the separation, my wife and I made up and things have been perfect. Except that she knows that April and I went out together on what seemed like dates. We had dinner a few times, saw a movie, went to the beach for ice cream, gym, and a couple of times.
Oh, and made out.
Yeah.
By the
yeah,
way, like,
yeah.
let's not forget that.
Exactly. But I guess, yes, to any outsiders, it would have appeared as if April and I were together. My wife has had friends and one anonymous person tell her that April and I were together. She never believed them and trusted me. However, twice she has had outbursts where she's accused me of cheating. So back to yesterday. I told my wife's best friend to tell my wife that I knocked her up as an April Fool's joke.
Oh!
Yet April thought the prank was touchy, but I told her that she would find it hilarious. That was a bad assumption. So April told her last night, and she had told her that she had something important to tell her. She told my wife she was pregnant and that she wasn't sure who the father was. My wife knows April does sleep around, so she asked her for any candidates she thought they were. April said that it's possible that it could have been me because I didn't wear a condom. I then told April to act surprised that my wife didn't know because I was supposed to have told her. My wife went ballistic. She immediately stopped messaging April and accused me of cheating and how the fuck could I have my first child with another woman and not her? I told her it was an April Fool's joke and I showed her the messages to April to prove it. However, my wife did not calm down and she said that we're trying to make whatever happened between us, me and April, a joke and that she has to continuously try to believe us despite her instincts are saying otherwise. She messaged April saying our prank was childish and insensitive and that she still doesn't trust that nothing happened. Not sure how to make up. I'm hoping she calms down, but at the same time, I do feel guilty because I now have to lie about what happened with me and April. I can't suddenly confess the truth now. That would break her. And April is pissed at me saying I'm a huge idiot and she should have never trusted me and gone along with the stupid prank. What should I do here? Am I really the asshole here?
This takes bad judgment to a whole new
Yup.
level.
Yup.
What a moron.
Yup.
Oh
That's
my
why I didn't
God.
try to rant all of that out. So I was like,
This guy needs to be like slapped upside the head by his mom. Like, what
Yes,
the hell were you
yes.
thinking?
my thing is, you did cheat. And then you want to joke about it and say it's a prank when you did cheat because she doesn't know it's true. Like, that's the crazier part of it.
There is nothing funny about that.
Is it really cheating?
Well, I guess they had one on the break. So I
Well,
guess
they were separated.
Yeah.
And he said they just made out.
Yeah, they made out.
Right.
But that's her best friend.
No, I get it. That's the weird part. I mean, I
It's her
know.
best friend, April.
Well, okay, and so hold on. So
Former best friend.
hold on. Wifey knows that April's a whore.
Yeah.
Right. And wifey doesn't think. Okay, is he the asshole? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That was clearly a sensitive subject.
Yeah.
And probably wouldn't have been taken well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make an executive decision and convert this to a what would Eric do?
Okay.
No, I'm serious. Okay, because you know what Eric would do at this point? If I loved my wife, I would fucking confess everything. I would come
at
clean
this point, yeah.
about and explain and swear on everything holy that we made out a little bit, then we stopped. We realized that this was a bad idea. Yeah. I realized that I'm still desperately in love with you. That's why we reconciled. We were separated for a little bit. I didn't take it too far. I would never, and I would just, that's it. Because, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah. Because April could get to it first.
No. Forget about all that. Okay. Now I understand that Karina would just put the hair up and we'll start. Someone's going to get beat up.
If April goes and tells her first? That'd be worse.
Oh, I know. But the reason why I would do it like this and just sort of confess everything and come clean is because the wife will never trust anything he says or does if he doesn't. Mm-hmm. There will always be a cloud of suspicion on him. Mm-hmm. Eventually, it will erode whatever's left of their marriage. It will eat it away. I'm serious. And it's extremely hard to be in any kind of marriage or relationship where there's not a level of trust. And if you can't feel comfortable to just say what's up. Now, I know that's a hard conversation to have, even though they were separated. But I also think that because if he's being truthful on his Reddit post, and they really just kind of made out for a while, and they're like, you know what, we need to stop. This is going to go too far. We shouldn't do this. He can truthfully say, I used better judgment. Yeah. She's not you. I realized at that moment that you are all I ever wanted, right? Yeah. Because we were separated. And I realized that when I had the opportunity to be with them, I didn't want it. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to be happy. And, and that's it.
And she might really take it back,
But here's the thing. She may never forgive him anyway.
Exactly.
And it may never end well. So my thought is the best chance he's got at salvaging this is to explain, right. And explain that it really didn't go that any further.
Yeah.
And that's it. Now, she may not forgive anyway. But the idea that, hey, this is a joke, haha. Oh, yeah, and by the way, your friend sleeps around and she's a whore, so I guess that's possible. And, oh, yeah, we were separated too, haha. And, oh, yeah, we go out sometimes and you know it, and she's always with us. Mm-hmm. No, there's too much weirdness there.
Exactly,
so
it is. It's too much.
Just fucking come clean.
Between the horrible joke and the fact that it's her best friend.
Horrible.
They're just done.
Horrible joke.
Back from this.
I got it. I know. It's a horrible joke. Get it? There you go.
Really? I didn't get it the first 3 times.
Well, you didn't. I didn't see your reaction. I know. God damn. You know what? So, morning Eric is loopy and funny. Morning Jennifer is cranky and
morning Jennifer is HR.
She is.
I know. In ready. HR. That's what it means. Hot and ready. HR. Just came in. We can't joke today.
I know. She's got the fucking censorship up. I know.
Exactly.
He says she's known as standards and practices. Sometimes I still can't believe I'm actually a lawyer.
Oh my god. All right. So our last one.
All right. Last one was
taken from the Museum of Reddit.
Is that really a thing?
Yeah. The Museum of Reddit.
It's not a real museum. It's like one of those virtual online.
It's not online.
Yeah, of course it is.
Where the best stories have gone.
Oh, okay. That's kind of cool. All right. I like that gimmick. All right. Go ahead.
So this was the poop knife story that I read to you.
Oh. Should we call Josh?
We should call Josh.
Okay. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. I got to do this. One moment.
Oh, I didn't know we were talking about the poop knife.
We are talking about the poop knife today.
Hey, we are doing our recording, and there's a story that just came up that Karina insists that we have you on for. I haven't heard it yet, but she says it's you got to listen to this one and give feedback.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. All right. Special bonus. All right, go ahead. All right.
This one's the title is The Poop Knife. My family poops big. Maybe it's genetic, maybe it's our diet, but everyone births giant logs of crap. If anyone has laid a mega poop, you know that sometimes it won't flush. It lays across the hole in the bottom of the bowl, and the vortex of draining water merely gives it a spin as it mocks you. Growing up, this was a common enough occurrence that our family had a poop knife. It was an old rusty kitchen knife that hung on a nail in the laundry room, only to be used for that purpose. It was normal to walk through the hallway and have someone call out, "Hey, can you get me the poop knife?" I thought it was a standard kit. You have a plunger, your toilet brush, and your poop knife. Fast forward to when I was 22. It's been a day or two between poops, and I'm over at my friend's house. My friend was the local dealer and always had guests over, because you can't buy weed without sitting on your ass and sampling it for an hour, right? I excuse myself and lay a gigantic turd. I look down and see that it's a sideways one. So I crack the door and call out for my friend. He arrives and I ask him for his poop knife. My what? Your poop knife, I say. I need to use it, please. What the fuck is a poop knife? Obviously he has one, but maybe he calls it by a more delicate name. A fecal cleaver, a dung divider, a guano glaive. I explain what it is and what I want and why I want it. He starts giggling, then laughing. Then lots of people start laughing. It turns up the music had stopped and everyone heard my pleas through the door. It also turns out that none of them had poop knives. It was just my fucked up family with the fucked up bowels. Fuck my life. I told this to my wife last night, who was amused and horrified at the same time. It turns out that she did not know what a poop knife was and had been using the old rusty knife hanging in the utility closet as a basic utility knife. Thankfully, she's never cooked with it, but she has used it to open a couple of things. She will now be getting her own utility knife now. Do you guys own poop knives, or am I the only one?
Oh, it's just wow.
Josh, what do you got something to say about this? Do we turn sideways?
No.
Oh, then I was telling him the story about Stu Hart and the spatula. They couldn't believe it with the kitty litter.
Or the cat shit?
Yes. So what do you think, Josh? What do we do? Do you have a poop knife?
No.
We
have
thinking about getting one.
plungers.
Oh, wait, do you use the plunger to, like, break them apart?
No, but if it clogs, you
so
use a
thinking about
plunger.
this.
Well, he's saying that the turds are so
No,
big.
I know what he's saying. I understand what he's saying.
Oh, okay. Josh,
He's at a loss for words. He's at a loss for words.
Josh, that day on the airplane, could you have used a poop knife?
No. Because it was more like fireworks than a wooden log.
See, they don't understand that we think fart and poop humor is really funny.
Oh my god.
Well, but that's not pooping, dude. That guy is dropping a log.
Like, he has to cut them up.
A dump.
Yeah.
He has to cut them up. That's
I wonder what kind of knife it is.
I have no idea.
Is it like a really sharp cleaver, or is it just like a butter knife?
It's like
A butcher knife, imagine? That's what he's using?
Squeeze my butt cheeks.
Right, I know. And then he goes to his dealer's house to buy weed and decides that's the time
That's
to take
the time
a shit.
to do it. Like, what? That's insane.
Oh.
Eric, what are your thoughts?
So whoever this is, like, there's no dispensary anywhere. He still goes to Johnny the dealer.
Yep.
He doesn't understand the concept of laxatives. And is open to using kitchen utensils in his toilet.
Yes.
I want to meet his wife.
I know, right? By the way, we're going to have a double duty today because we got to record a second episode for next week. And we have a
I saw what you did there with double duty. Good for you.
Thank you.
I saw what you did there.
All right, we're going to hang up with you, buddy. Bye.
More true confessions.
More true confessions on the pod.
I'm telling you.
Wait, how did the wife not know about his poop knife thing? I mean, it's his wife.
Well, think about it. He had it in the utility closet. She probably thought it was just how people have like box cutters. She probably thought it was just to open shit.
But they're married. I mean, he asked the friend for a poop knife. How can they be married and she didn't know about this?
Maybe he just knows to take it in every time he has to poop, so he just doesn't have to ask her.
So many questions. So many questions. I think maybe this guy just needs a stool softener and a good plumber.
You know what the answer is to all of this? I'm going to tell you guys a true story too in a minute now that we're talking about it. You know what the answer is just get those industrial toilets.
Oh my god.
You know, they're kind of like, like huge.
Oh yeah.
It'll take everything.
Yeah. He knows like the power flow.
Right, you know?
Yeah.
So, okay, years ago, I did a Vegas weekend with the boys. Right?
Okay.
Me and like 4 of our buddies.
Okay.
Okay. And we were 5 in a room because back then, especially if it was a guy's trip to Vegas, we would be in the room maybe 3 hours.
Right.
Catch a few hours of sleep and that's it. Okay. We'd be up playing all night or whatever. So the Saturday, we're flying back Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So it's now like probably 4 a.m. Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Our flight's like at noon or whatever. And we got to check out. So we're just trying to get a couple hours sleep. One of the friends that was with us, I don't want to use his real name, so we'll call him.
Call him Bird.
Let's just say we'll call him. Let's just say we'll call him Geysick.
Okay.
So
Very clever.
thank you. So Geysick ate at the sushi buffet earlier that night and had some stomach problems.
No.
So 4:15 in the morning, Geysick kept getting up to use the toilet, but it was the fucking industrial toilet.
So
like
everyone will wake up.
So he kept so every 8 minutes, whoosh, and wake us up, fuck,
Oh my god.
And then we'd start to barely fall back asleep,
And
right?
then it goes.
5 or 6 minutes later, whoosh.
That's how that guy felt when the girl kept putting alarms on. Remember the last story?
So finally, one of the other friends, we'll call him Lon. One of the other friends, out of a dead sleep, you just hear him scream across the room, "Guys, shut the fuck up!" Whatever. Anyway, so it was 6 fucking flushes.
Oh my god.
And it sounded like the door was open, even though it wasn't. It was just so loud.
Industrials are fucking loud.
And we were so tired, Anyway, so yeah, but that's the solution for this guy.
That's
just
it.
get the fucking industrial strength toilet and never have.
He said a stool softener too. He could just be on those.
Yeah, I guess.
But I feel like that has to make some damage if you're taking them every day, though.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know.
No, you're right. You're right. That's not a good.
The other question I keep, I mean, I hate to.
Good plumbing.
Well, I hate to ask this, but the other question I keep thinking of is who actually rinses off that knife, or did they just put it back in the utility closet?
That's my biggest question. That's my biggest question.
Right?
Do you wash it in the sink?
What do you do?
You wash your hands?
Right. Or do you just swish it in the fucking toilet water once
I was thinking is it just the toilet?
What the fuck?
I don't.
You know what? This is. I think this is probably a good spot to wrap this episode up. We will work to get this posted as soon today, immediately.
Yes.
So that we can put it out there for everyone.
Yes.
So Karina, do me a favor. Tell them where they can find us.
All right, guys. Thank you all for listening. We appreciate all the support. Remember, you can find us at the Bensama Confirm on Instagram, Bensama Confirm on Twitter and TikTok. You can visit our website at eblawfirm.us. You can email us at info@eblawfirm.us. All right. Happy April Fools, you fuckers.
Happy April Fools.
Bye, bitches.